Hi guys, my name is Miller and welcome back to the Season Maxed Out Tunes video. Today I will go over the most important cars of this season and their maxed out times, including a stage 5 tune for the prestige car of this season. So this will include the Lotus Evora GT430, the Cadillac CTS-V, Audi R8 Decennium for a holiday cup, and the Ultima RS, which is a beast in disguise. I will not include the Voiture Noire as that event has almost passed already. Timestamps down below. First and foremost, these times can slightly be improved, as I'm no pro tuner or shifter. When records are set, I try to get as close as possible, as in within 5 to 10 thousandths of a second. And for new cars, I just try to set a certain benchmark. I would also like to thank Natural Motion for providing me the cars on my dummy account to make this video possible. So to start off a track version of the Evora, albeit it being a road legal car. It is like the small brother of the Evora GT4 concept and the big brother of the regular Evora. Over the years, Lotus have always been known for its development of small, nimble race cars, and this is no exception. The little Toyota-powered V6 produces a great 430 brake horsepower, and therefore alongside the Evora 311 becomes the most powerful street-legal Lotus to this date. It isn't the quickest, however. The suspension it inherits from the race-winning GT4 concept makes it quite fast, but the lighter, more racier 311 has retaken that throne for fastest street-legal Lotus. What astonishes me the most is how people could underestimate such a car. Putting out numbers of 305 km/h top speed with a total of 250 kg of downforce are some significant values. This is thanks to its additional handcrafted carbon fiber winglets, as well as the rear spoiler which only weighs 4 kg. This addition of the rear wing and the wider profile tires and wheels, which are another 5 kg, should basically have a net increase of 9 kg compared to the regular Evora. But knowing Lotus, they can find weight where other ones wouldn't, and they were able to bring down the total weight by 184 kg to only 1258. It might not seem like much, but on track it is a significant difference. Long story short, it is a nimble, pretty fast car putting out serious performance in disguise, but should be able to compete in the ranges of Porsche GT3, at least what Lotus says it should be able to do. Performance wise in game, it's like expected, a rather high-end tier 4 car with a maxed out time of a 10.4. It slots itself in a top 3 fastest free to get tier 4 cars behind the NSXR and the Carrera 4S Cabriolet. Here is the tune and the shift pattern. From one tier 4 to the other, and this one is a little bit underperforming for what it is actually worth. The Cadillac CTS-V is a monster of a car, powered by a Corvette Z06 engine. It pushes out an astonishing 640 brake horsepower coming from a supercharged 6.2 litre V8. Combine that with a curb weight of only 1880 kg, which sounds like loads, but compared to an M5 competition which weighs 1990, it is 110 kg lighter, which is quite a difference. I still don't understand to how this car is so much slower compared to the M5 competition. That it is slower is understandable, 4-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive, but almost a second? Yeah, nah. And it's also faster than the Z06, which to me seems quite odd. Aside of that, the Cadillac is a massive car, mixing luxury with brute power to something that seems odd to me. It's like a muscle car wanting to be luxury like a big Mercedes class. Looks wise, it is quite bricky, but not bad looking. You can see it's a Cadillac from miles away, and it does have a small sense of aggressive design. Performance wise in game, it is a little disappointing. With a record time of an 11.397, it is rather mediocre tier 4. A picture surfaced of an 11.35, but there is no proof of that run yet. Here's the tune and my best run with it, which is only a couple of thousand slower. Now onto the stage 5, and I think this one will be more important for you guys, but perhaps also a tune you can try to use to beat the supply cap with. It is a tune that I used as well that runs quite nicely on the dyno, which worked for me on lower fusion parts. So keep your attention on the shift pattern and the tune. Onto the event cars, and I think what interests most would be the reward of the 12 Days of Donna, which should start this Friday if my calculations don't let me down. The prize there is this Audi R8 Decennium. As the name insists, a 10-year tribute to something, but what exactly? Well, 10 years ago in 2009, rolled the first V10 powered R8 of the production line. Since then, they have become an icon in any racing scene with a slightly evolving design as a powerhouse of Audi. The Decennium is a special tribute. It only comes in matte Daytona grey with bronze accents that are highlighted by its sharper redesign. Its V10 5.2 liter is the most powerful version, putting out 620 brake horsepower that produces a top speed of 331 km per hour. It also has a slightly improved suspension to make it an even more unique piece. During my trip at Geneva this year, I was lucky enough to see it, even though it was not in plain sight. It was hidden behind a wall with kind of a hidden door, and it was something really worth seeing. A great collector piece and something I'm looking forward to getting in the game. One of the things that is most important is its upgradability. The stage 6 is shared with any other tier 5 V10 R8. Performance wise, it fits in nicely between the Gold Star regular R8 and the Purple Star VRS with a low 8.2 but a high potential of running like a high-end 8.1 range, as tune and shift patterns are variables. So a car worth upgrading for either Tempest or running an 8.2 lobby, tune and best run. On to the last one for today, even though this one is not fully confirmed yet. The fourth installment already of the Best of British with the Ultima RS. It was confirmed by Natural Motion through their small version of a season video on Facebook at the start of the season, but we don't see anything on the map yet, so who knows. Anyways, the Ultima RS is an absolute beast, but later more on that. This Group C Le Mans inspired car is an absolute track monster, which is also street legal. Its heart is based on a Chevrolet V8, which can be tuned to an insane 1200 brake horsepower, and the car seems to weigh almost nothing thanks to its fiberglass body, finished with carbon fiber pieces, which are honed to perfection by loads of testing. When looking at its weight stats, it should be able to be reduced to 930 kilograms, which, according to them, depends on the chosen version of the car, but imagine what you could do with a 1200 brake horsepower car on 930 kilograms. Just what? It comes down as the ultimate street legal track racing car if I would have to summarize it. There are no official Nürburgring records yet, but there are speculations that it could smash the 6.44 set by the Aventador SVJ with ease. In game, without a doubt, it is smashing the SVJ record, and it is doing so by a big margin. It will be the third fastest car in game, as I was able to run a 6.993 with it, meaning it can hit the 6.980 for sure or even faster. But yes, what you see here is the 4th sub 7 seconds car, and what is more impressive is its top speed. When tuned to 2.0 final drive, it hits 800 plus kilometers per hour, which is just insane. In comparison, that is the same speed an airplane flies at. Of course, this is not realistic whatsoever, but a fun comparison. Anyways, enough talking, here is the tune and the run, sit back and be amazed. That was it then for today, a full rundown of all the important cars of this season with the small facts left and right, so hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, do not hesitate to leave a like, subscribe for more content like this. My name is Mille, see you around, and keep racing.